Being ugly is a choice, and there is no issue, no bad things into wanting to look good as a woman, wanting to be classy, wanting to look attractive. It simply shows self respect, which will build self esteem. And there is no downside in taking care of yourself as a woman. So, for those who don't know me, I'm Marie and I live currently in Dubai. And I went back to Europe for 2 weeks. And I am used to live in areas, to live in cities where women take care of themselves. I used to live in Bali, now I live in Dubai. And these are the two places where you have to keep on track with your skincare, with your beauty. You cannot let yourself down because here every woman has standards for themselves into how they look in terms of their skin, in terms of their physique, in terms of their outfit, in terms of their posture. The bar is really high in Dubai and the bar is really high in Bali. When I went back to Belgium, I remember being so shocked to see women, men as well, but we are here to talk about women. Seeing women in like sweatpants at the station, being looking down like this on their phone, and even though those women had a lot of potential to look really, really good, they did not look attractive at all. They actually looked ugly. But it's not because deep down they are ugly. It's simply because they do not take care of themselves. They do not take the time for themselves and they are literally scrolling on their phones, scrolling on social media. And so it's not just about being born pretty or not being born pretty. It's about an attitude. It's about your posture. It's about how you dress. It's about if you take care of your skin. It's about what you eat. It's about your standards. It's about your boundaries. And this is the reason why I always surround myself with women who have something that is attractive. And I'm not only talking about a physique, even though it's amazing to be around women who are gorgeous, but it's also about how they carry themselves. It's also about their standards because there is nothing more uglier than a woman who doesn't have standards, who doesn't have boundaries, and who literally let herself go. And I remember when I went back to Belgium, it was quite cold and I did not had anything to wear because I was living in Bali in Dubai and I believe the weather is quite hot in those countries, and so I did not had anything to wear, and so at home only I was wearing my sweatpants, no makeups because I don't know why I was tired, no makeup, sweatpants, and I felt awful. My self-esteem was so bad. I looked in the mirror and I almost wanted to throw up just by looking at myself. And this is the power of dressing well. And I'm not talking about dressing like everyone on Pinterest. Dressing well in the sense of what feels good to you, what feels like your personality, because it's not just about copying something you have seen on Pinterest, on Instagram, or whatever. It's about making sure you dress intentionally, making sure your posture, you are intentional into how you look. And I know a lot of people because my mom did this comment to me when I told her I'm doing my gua sha every morning to have a bit more of a snatch face, and it works. And I told my mom it only takes 3 minutes every single morning, and I don't understand why there's not more women doing it. And she told me, but Marie, people don't have the time. They have a job, they don't have the time. I was like, well, I am also working like an entrepreneur, but I am also working. And it's not about not having the time. It's about deciding to take the time for yourself and to put yourself as a priority. And this is the difference between an ugly woman and an attractive woman, is that one of the two decide to take time for herself, to take time to prioritize herself, which means those 3 minutes of gua sha every morning, which mean skincare, which mean going to the gym or going for a walk or moving her body. It's not about doing intensive workout. I am not a gym guru or a gym girl, really not at all. I don't have the perfect body, but it's about being intentional with the time you have and deciding to allocate your time to improve yourself as a woman. And it's not about being pretty for others. The impact it will have on you is insane, because when you are just born with a pretty physique, of course you can admire your physique in the mirror, but when you are born with a pretty physique and you have never worked to improve it, you don't appreciate the result of your physique as much as someone who put in some effort, because taking care of yourself truly makes you feel so good. I remember when I was living in Bali, I don't know for what reason, for 1 week I did not do my gua sha. And I did not understand why. I was feeling so bad mentally. Like I would wake up and I would feel so bad. And I could not understand the reason. And then I understood, oh, actually in the morning, I'm not doing my gua sha anymore. And this is such a signal of self-love, to wake up in the morning and almost the first thing that you do is to massage your face, to make it look better, tighten, to truly have this, for me, I'm doing it for the snatch face, but to also look a bit like less puffy, less of a puffy face. And this makes me look more attractive, but it's also the feeling of doing something on a daily basis to improve myself that makes me love myself more. And when I love myself the most, I have a more attractive energy. And women who practice self-love on a daily basis have this energy that is so much more attractive. So it's not about just being physically attractive. It's also about the energy you have, which is directly linked to the actions you are doing on a daily basis to look better. Because those actions signals self-care, self-love. And I'm not here to tell you, oh, take 2 hours of your day into a skincare routine or whatever. It's about bit by bit deciding to allocate time to things that make you feel good and look better. It can simply be a small walk of 5-10 minutes in the morning. It can be doing your gua sha for 3 minutes in the morning. It's small little things, like even for me in the morning, what I do as well is that I put for 5 minutes my legs kind of like this to improve the circulation of my leg and to not have, I don't know the word in English, kind of puffy legs, to not have this. And I do this every single morning, plus my gua sha, and I have my skincare. But all of those 3 combined only takes me 10 minutes. So it's, or after you work, you decide to sit on the couch and watch Netflix, or you decide to take those 10 minutes for yourself. And I know some of you have children, but there is always a possibility to find those 5 minutes, to find those 10 minutes for yourself. It's always a question of priority, because if you're a mom, no child wants to have a mom who abandoned herself. No husband wants to have a woman who abandoned herself. And you don't want to abandon yourself, because not taking care of yourself in order to look better and to feel better in your head is simply you abandoning yourself for your job, for the kids, for your husband, because everyone can make the time to look better. And the direct consequence of making the time to look better, physically speaking, will allow you to feel better, will allow you to be more confident, will allow you to have more self-esteem. And so it will have an impact on you as a person, how you perceive yourself and how you feel, and your energy will shift as well. Like also how you dress. I have this thing where I never allow myself to wear sweatpants, of course, beside when I was in Belgium and it was really, really too cold. And it's allowed me to be more productive. To when I look in the mirror in the morning and I have done a tiny bit of makeup, you can see I have almost no makeup, but a tiny bit of makeup, maybe this is the kimono. I use this as a pajama, but I feel so good in it. And I work from home. And when I go working, I'm so much productive when I do this than when I just go out of bed and straight on my laptop. And when I just go out of bed and go straight into my laptop, I feel ugly, I am not productive, I am blaming myself, I'm very emotional. When I take the time in the morning for myself, even if it's 5 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever, in my head, I feel so much better. And when I'm feeling better in my head, I have this energy that is so much more magnetic. And I'm so much more attractive in my eyes and in the eyes of others, even though we don't care about how other people perceive us. But in your eyes, it's important to find yourself attractive. And this will be directly correlated to the actions you are taking on a daily basis when you decide to wake up and to take care of yourself and to take the time to literally prioritize you. Because you deserve it. You deserve to prioritize yourself. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I know a lot of people won't agree with me on the taking your time. I know of people think that not everyone can take this time, but I believe it's possible to take 10 minutes every single day to take care of myself, of yourself, of everyone. So if you like that video, feel free to like it, hit that subscribe button and share it with a friend who might need it.